Hi guys, it is me, Lily. Welcome back to another vlog. So today's video is going to be a little bit different, just because we're going to be doing my makeup. And it's also like 5 o'clock at night. My boyfriend has a band concert tonight and I was wearing sweats all day and relaxing because I always like my makeup to look fresh. So I waited until right now to do my makeup. My dad's on his way. Whenever my boyfriend has a band concert on a Friday, which it's a Friday today, I think it's like April 24th, he always comes and will do them with me because my dad takes me home from college. You guys might have heard, but a couple of months ago my dad and I got in a car accident and my mom's Impala was completely totaled. It hit the passenger side and it was totaled. Also, my boyfriend and I got caught in a rainstorm today, so my hair is like so curly. The reason I even bring up that story is because my mom got a new car today. This is all over the place. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna tell you guys what's going on. My boyfriend has a band concert in like 2.5 hours. His mom, stepdad, grandma, and his 2 brothers and little sister will be there. They always drive up for his concerts, but I always get so nervous because concerts are very anxiety inducing for me because they're so loud, and I always don't feel safe with his family, so they just make me nervous being around them. That's why my dad goes to the concerts with me, so I usually would be home by now. But since my boyfriend has a band concert, I'm leaving later than normal, so I have to get ready and then pack. But I don't have a lot to pack, so it's not deep. But my boyfriend and I went on a walk today because Ball State has like their own private woods. It's called Christie Woods. We walked around, we went to, greenhouses. I'm not into plants, but he is, so he wanted to show me around some of the little greenhouses he's been to. And I don't do well in the heat. It's like 80 degrees out, and I'm just like, I love you, but I need to go home. So we were walking back and we got caught in a rainstorm, so my hair dried really curly because of that. So it didn't look like this, by the way. My hair naturally dries like this. Like, this is no product. You can tell one side got it more than the other. But I thought we could chat and I could do my makeup and walk you guys through my updated makeup routine. I literally was in sweats up until about 5 minutes ago. The first thing I do though is I use these Say drops. I think this is the shade Star Glow. It's the only Say drops that are like acne safe. And like I said, it's 5 o'clock. And I'm getting ready for the day. This upcoming week is my last week as a freshman in college, which is so crazy to me. I am debating on switching my major because I am failing out of my chemistry and my math classes. I'm really struggling with it, so I'm gonna take this summer to kind of decide if I want to pursue a different thing because I have no idea what I want to do. I want to be a veterinarian, but clearly I'm struggling in the topics that a veterinarian should be good at, so this looks bad, but I then go in with this Kylie Cosmetics skin tint. I don't know why it's not focusing. It's in the shade 2C, but yeah. So I was up till about 3 a.m. last night. Not even like on electronics, just laying on my back like, what do I want to do with my life? Because all I've ever wanted to do is be a veterinarian. And I've never been good with chemistry and math, and I'm more like history, English, like that's more my mentality. So I already kind of knew going into this degree, my biology degree, would probably challenge me. And no matter how much effort I put in or how many tutors I go to or how often I review and study, I just don't know what's going on. And so as I started to notice that I was failing in like, let's say early March, I would try and review, I'd watch videos, I would spend, hours just trying to learn what was going on. And the more I learned, even when I went to class, I just didn't know what was happening. I was so freaking confused. None of it made sense to me. First semester was fine. So I don't know what happened between first semester and now, but I just did not know what was going on. Like, I passed all my classes first semester, but suddenly second semester, that's when I started to have some issues. So I just got this shirt from Target. If you guys saw my last vlog, you guys saw that I got a tan shirt and I'm wearing it for the first time today with my low-rise blue jeans because I'm planning on taking a photo with my boyfriend, because I always try and take photos with him because his family sometimes takes photos and I don't always end up in them because they just want family photos. So I always have to take my own photos with him, which is fine. They used to include me, but anywho. Yeah, so I always make an extra effort for his concerts. Back in high school, I used to wear dresses and stuff, but now that I'm in college, I just wear like, cute outfits, do my makeup and stuff. I just saw him like 20 minutes ago. He just left my dorm, and I was just laying there bed rotting. I was so wet from the rain. But yeah, so I've just really been struggling second semester, which is something I have voiced on this channel quite a few times. I just realized I didn't really show you guys what I was doing. So I just took this e.l.f. Camo Concealer and try to put it in areas that would help brighten my skin tone. So that was like in my T-zone, and then my under eyes, and then like right around here where I have acne. It's gonna come out way too light, but you guys are gonna see that I combat that by taking my bronzer, and then it eventually just looks like my skin tone. This is supposed to be like a makeup routine, but I'm just more yapping. So maybe it's more of a get ready with me at like 5 o'clock. It's also rainy and gloomy, and it's just low-key disgusting day outside today. This would be the perfect day to lay in bed and watch Twilight. Like, that's the mentality. You guys can see it's very yellow, and I'm pale, and I'm bright. Or, I mean, it's not the right shade. I take this Pixie On The Glow Bronze Stick. This is in the shade Rich Glow, and I basically just put it everywhere. So, like, my forehead, the sides of my face. I put it on my cheekbones, on the bridge of my nose, and I kind of go, like, jawline area, chin, basically everywhere that concealer was, basically. And then I just take a really big brush and I blend it in, and then I slowly start to become my skin tone. I feel like I can't ever find concealer shades for my skin tone because I'm light and pale, and I'm also have like weird undertones and different, you know, temperatures, and it's just like I don't know what's going on. I've never been able to find my concealer shade. I'm more cool toned, but also sometimes I'm like not, and I don't know, man. This looks crazy. It's like a beauty blender, because obviously taking a big brush to your face kind of messes with your makeup a little bit. Now I kind of look more my tone, because I've always struggled with finding my concealer. It's always too light or too dark, so I just started to mix products together. It's disgusting out. It's still raining. It's been raining off and on for hours. I don't even have an umbrella, I just have a coat. But then I do go with like a little eyebrow brush and brush my brows, because the foundation and skin tint tend to get in them, and then I look kind of crazy. I feel like something that is pretty hard about being a college student is trying to find a summer job for when you go back home, because you're not going to be there for long. You're just there for 2 months. My blush is also the Pixie On The Glow blush stick in the shade Ruby. I don't know why nothing's focusing. I also am getting an apartment next school year, and I talk with my parents about it, and they don't want me to work. Like at all. They're like, we don't want you working. We're offering to pay your entire rent. And it's like, that's such a privilege. And not a lot of college students get that blessing. But my parents know with my anxiety struggles that, you know. And I offer to get a job, and they're like, no, we don't want you working. Like, you don't need to be working. They always say content creation is my full-time job, because I do ASMR and I do my vlogs. And obviously my education is a priority too. I have a yellow light on, but see, this is like how it looks. Sorry, I have like 3 different lights on. This one's very yellowy, so that's why I feel like my makeup looks so weird. For mascara, let's see there it is. Telescopic. I do curl my lashes first though. I have to pack though. My dad will be here in like 30 minutes. I don't have a lot that I pack, so I'm not like concerned. But we're gonna load up the car and then go eat, maybe go into town, and then go to the concert and then leave. Like, that's literally it. We're going to leave right after the concert. My dad is not very happy that we're staying so late tonight, but he knows I get uncomfortable around my boyfriend's family at concerts and stuff like that, so he always comes with me. My parents have always been, not always, but they're very understanding about my anxiety now. Like, when I was a kid, my dad didn't really understand it. I guess men have this mentality that mental health is like, you know, stupid, and it's not really a struggle, it's just all in your head. But once I started going to therapists and stuff, and it was like, okay, this is actually an issue, and I got diagnosed, he's like, okay, this is a serious issue. You know, it's not just her nervous, it's like actually a problem, like she's diagnosed with a mental disorder. So he's come to be more understanding about it, and not like lashing out, like, why are you crying? He's not like that anymore. He's more calm and understanding about it. I just now realized I forgot to completely talk about what I was talking about earlier. My mom got a new car. If you guys remember, in January, the very beginning of this year, my dad and I got in a car accident, and we actually totaled my mom's car. I got hit on my side of the car, and the car was so severely damaged that the car got totaled, and I was like low-key that close to being killed. Like, the officers, the firefighters were like, you were so lucky because you could have died. It was very scary, and it was a very interesting start to my 2026. But my mom has been trying to get a car ever since then. The insurance company gave us $15,000 to buy a new car. That was like the after, you know, inspection, like whatever they decided the car was worth post being total. I'm gonna do some highlights. So my mom today just got an Equinox. I'm gonna blur out her picture and stuff. I'm just gonna show the car. It's like a 2022 Equinox, so it's a pretty recent. My car is a 2020 car, so her car is a 2022, I think. I'm gonna set my face now. 2020, like 3 or 4, when I first got Steve, I was like, he looks like a Steve to me. It's always so funny to me that I named my car a male name because it's all pink interior. I love my boyfriend sticker on the back. It's such a girly car with such a masculine name. The reason I named it Steve is when I was a kid, I had this pastor at my old church who I kind of looked to as a paternal figure. He wasn't very liked in the church, but he was like the youth leader. I was on like the worship team where I would sing and he would lead the worship team. So I spent a lot of time with him and I was really struggling when I was a kid. He was always there for me. He would hug me and comfort me. He was very special to me. So I named my car after him, but nobody knows that. I didn't know this because I was a kid. But turns out he had like porn addictions and stuff, which is why my parents didn't like him. But he was the leader of the worship team. So I kind of like, you know, I was in the worship team. But I didn't know that because I was a kid. After they would dismiss the kids for like, you know, kid stuff, he would talk about it after all the kids were gone, and I never knew that. And my parents had to like tell me about it when I was older, but it never changed my perspective on him because that's how much of an impact he had on me when I was a kid. He was never inappropriate with me. He had his own kind of daughters. He was never weird with me, so I never viewed him like that. I was like, no, that's my Pastor Steve. Like, don't talk about him like that. It's a ramble. Sorry about that, game. But now I have to pack. So I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was more kind of a yapping video, but I know a lot of you guys like it when I just, yeah. So I love you guys. Thank you for watching.